Now, guys, everyone told you the Philippines was chaos, traffic, typhoons, unreliable in everything. But what didn't mention is the part that feels like freedom. Because behind all the warnings and thousands of expats who discovered something completely different, a place where a monthly budget can stretch further than you ever thought possible, and a quality of life that feels like a secret you weren't supposed to find out about. Now, stick around because once you see what really happens when you live here long term, you might start questioning what expensive or complicated actually means. I'm Jen, and welcome to Retirement Dream Builders. Maybe friends told you the same thing before. It's too risky, too poor, you'll regret it. Now guys, 2025 paints a different picture. Retirees, digital nomads, and early escapees who took the leap are discovering a side of the Philippines that rarely makes the headlines. Yes, you heard it right. There are challenges. But what if those warnings are 20 years out of the date? So let's start with the one thing everyone wants to know: money. So if you think retiring abroad means giving up comfort, here's the twist, or here's the plot twist. Life here in the Philippines can cost less than your electric bill back home. Now, recent 2025 data shows that outside Manila, a comfortable life runs around 40,000 to 90,000 pesos a month. So that's roughly 700 to 1,600 US dollar a month. Now, in cities like Cebu, Bacolod, or even Iloilo, that covers rent, food, utilities, and even the occasional beach trip. Now, sure guys, in places like BGC or Makati, luxury comes at US-style prices. But the key word is your choice or choice. Now, you get to decide whether to live modestly with ocean views or upscale in the city. Both are possible here in the Philippines. And that affordability, it's why many Americans or even Canadians now call the Philippines home, even as their friends back home still think it's impossible. So you've probably heard this one too. Healthcare there isn't safe. But guys, that's only half the story. So private hospitals here like St. Luke's, the Medical City, and Asian Hospital have earned global recognition. English-speaking doctors, modern equipment, and bills that don't send you into shock. Now, a specialist visit that costs hundreds of dollars in the US, here it might be the price for dinner for two. Now, let's step outside major cities and yes guys, services become more basic. That's why most long-term expats stays within reach of Cebu or Manila. But for those who plan smart, the healthcare system here can actually feel more personal, more accessible, and of course, far less stressful. And this time, the next part might surprise you even more. Now, one of your friends says, don't even try to work online there. Well, guys, 2025 disagrees. Fiber connections now hit speeds between 94 and 175 Mbps. Solid enough for Zoom calls, uploads, or even running YouTube channel. Now, in digital nomad circles, the Philippines isn't a punchline anymore. It's a practical base. Now, you'll find co-working spaces, expat cafés, and even strong fiber in the same buildings overlooking the sea. Now, it's not perfect, but for every lag spike you'll trade, you gain sunsets, lower mornings, and of course, overall pace that feels human. So, guys, connectivity isn't the only thing changing in here. Now, the visa game just did too. So, if you ever tried long-term stays in Southeast Asia, you know the headache of renewals and visa runs. So, here's where the special resident retire visas, or what we call the SRRV, quietly changes the rules. Now, in 2025, guys, even people in their 40s and 50s can qualify. Yes, you heard it right. Just deposit requirements that range from 15,000 to 50,000 US dollar, depending on age and pension status. And once approved, you can stay indefinitely, re-enter freely, and of course, bring your spouse with you. Now, that's a kind of visa setup retirees in Thailand or Malaysia would love to have. And it's one of the reasons expats here stays for years instead of months. Now, and if you're still wondering where all these expats are living, that's the fun part. Okay, this time I want you to forget the tourist map. Now, the real expat hubs aren't the crowded resorts. There are places like Dumaguete, Iloilo, Clark, and Davao. Now, each offers something different. Now, let's learn. So, let's start with Dumaguete. Now, if you want something like calm, walkable, and filled with friendly locals, Dumaguete is for you. Now, if you want something a rising city that blends comfort with local touch, Iloilo is for you. Now, Clark, modern, organized, and less chaotic than Manila. Now, if you want something like cleaner, safer, and of course surprisingly affordable for its size, go to Davao. Now guys, these are cities where you can build a life, not just spend a holiday. But before you book a flight, it's worth, of course, seeing both sides of the coin. Now this time, let's know or learn the honest balance here in the Philippines, which is the good side, the pros, and of course the bad side, the cons. Now let's start with the good side. Now guys, English is everywhere, yes. Friendly Filipinos or Filipinos, and low daily cost, slower rhythm that basically let you breathe. The challenges, which is the cons, of course, typhoon seasons, always note that one. Occasional power cuts and infrastructure that still lags behind the US. Now, for some of that, that's a deal breaker. For others, it's very reason they stay because life feels more real in here, less rush, and financially free. Philippines is not for everyone, but the ones who get it stays for good. So before you start packing, I want you to ask yourself, can you handle tropical weather and the occasional storm in here? Are you fine trading a bit of convenience for a lot of freedom? Could you live on 1,000 to 1,600 US dollar a month and still enjoy life? Now, would you rather be surrounded by warm people than cold systems? If you nodded at most of those or these, then maybe it's time to stop listening to the warnings and start seeing what really happens when you give this country a chance. They warn you about the Philippines, but they forgot to mention what's waiting on the other side of fear. Because sometimes the life everyone warns you against ends up being the one that sets you free. So if you're serious about finding the right place to retire or live abroad, Hit that subscribe button, guys, and check out our next video on the location quadrant, or check out our other videos of retirement dream builders and see where freedom really begins. Now, hit again the subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!